All right, to Atlanta, where Matt Ryan and the Falcons got tripped up by the Buffalo Bills for their first loss of the season. Injuries knocked out Ryan's top targets, Julio Jones and Mohamed Sanu. And the Falcons offense put up just 17 points.
Oh, that's it?
Ryan also had 2 interceptions.
Not just one.
And a bogus fumble, bringing his season total to 5 INTs while he only had 7 all of last year. Cowher was Ryan's MVP season a fluke.
It was a perfect storm, which is somewhere between fluke, aberration, outlier. Okay, their division went into the tank. It did. Their division went into the tank. He had the perfect offensive coordinator. They had almost no key injuries. Matt Ryan's been in this league for 10 years. I'm going to show you a graph. Here's what he was, and here's what he is now. There was one great year. That's the one with Kyle Shanahan. And the division went into the tank year. And they didn't have key injuries. If I say Matt Ryan is good, why is that such a criticism?
It's not a criticism.
He is a good quarterback. All the numbers who had a great year.
He can be great again. Steve Sarkisian was a hot mess again yesterday. They got down to the end of that game. Tony, what were the 2 plays they ran at the end of the game? It was garbage. I don't like Steve Sarkisian. I don't want to make a bunch of excuses for Matt Ryan. I thought the fumble was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. The guy clearly threw the ball forward. I didn't like anything about this game. Congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. Matt Ryan, not a fluke.
I don't think, come on, he's not a fluke. What did Matt Ryan do to you? I mean, let's get down to it. I mean, I think something's going on here. You don't like him. It is hate.
I like him, but it's one of these things when athletes get elevated, you were a great player. You'd be the first guy to say you were a good player who played on great teams and they elevated you.
No, I was great. I was injured a lot.
Let me tell you about him. I mean, he's first of all, Kyle Shanahan, he had his worst year, Matt Ryan, with Kyle Shanahan. And then he turned it around and had his best year with Kyle Shanahan. So, I don't know. You be the judge of what's going on there. I believe yesterday, some of those balls, we talked about earlier, they're bouncing off receivers' hands. That's some of the picks. I think they're still getting to know each other. Sarkisian and Matt, they still have to keep working this out. They have the tools. They have the talent. I absolutely believe he will turn this around and get back to that MVP. He's playing good right now, but good. I have no doubt that he's an elite quarterback.
Very good.
I will tell you this, and I agree with you. I think he's an elite quarterback. I think the guy can play.
Thank you.
The Buffalo Bills are not getting the credit they deserve because their defense and their front 7, they are legit. Both the front 4 and the linebacking core, they can rush the passer, they can blitz, they can defend the run. And, oh, by the way, they've got the speed and athleticism to drop back deep and be coverage guys as well. So they are not getting the credit that they deserve as a football team. And Tyrod Taylor, if you give him some opportunity to be outside the pocket, that guy is a great, accurate, deep ball thrower. Outside the pocket, take advantage of some of his athleticism. You call the game correctly, that guy can hurt you as well. And he did. The no-fly zone, Denver Broncos went in there. He was 20 of 26, I believe, for 220 yards and a couple of TDs. That kind of efficiency, that's the kind of efficiency that can hurt you if you play great defense behind it.
By the way, Julio Jones got hurt in 2 games last year. They scored 42 and 41. Is it possible last year was lightning in a bottle?
Buffalo may be the best defense in the league. I think Mark just tried to explain to you. And Atlanta got a bogus call that really swung momentum. Did you see the play?
It's a bad call.
It swung the momentum tremendously. And then at the end of the game, I just didn't like the play calling. And you don't have again, we talked about Julian Edelman being gone for the Patriots. You don't have Julio. You don't have Sanu. You're facing a very tough defense. They had a bad game. He's got 5 interceptions. I don't like it.
By the way,
I don't like
they
it.
did lose to Detroit and a yard from losing to Chicago.
Don't say that.
No.
Don't say that's not how it
lost
goes.
to Detroit.
Atlanta.
No, they didn't. They're 3-1.
Well, I know, but they lost. You didn't like that.
I'm sorry, they were playing grenades. You're right. They were close to losing, so we'll count it as a loss. All right, coming up.